Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, namaste, hashime mashite, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. Everybody out there on the internet, welcome to Chatting with Tekken for June 2022. So Chatting with Tekken, if you don't know, is basically the three main things. So we've got videos I'm working on for the channel, changes to stuff on the channel, IRL stuff. Under videos I'm working on, there's subcategories, playthroughs and streams, vlogs, DIY do-it-yourself stuff, how-tos and other stuff I might be making for the channel. And then the other two categories don't have subcategories because they are things that happened or didn't, with anecdotes and asides sprinkled in, and yeah, sometimes I can just like really go off the rails, and it's a crazy, crazy train fun ride. Anyway, before I start, I don't know if you noticed the quality on the camera, but I finally got all the gunk off of it, so that was nice. So yay, that's done. Um, yeah, and then yeah, okay, let's just continue with playthroughs and streams. So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna resub to Final Fantasy 14. Jump back into the jump back into the MSQ, soonish. So that's gonna be happening. There's been like games that have come out. I'm not sure. See, the thing is, I want to go back to Star Ocean and finish it, right? But then there's a bunch of stuff that's like coming out, and I've been like getting it as it's been coming out. I actually haven't been playing it, so Sonic, was it Sonic? Wow, I can't think of the names. Sonic Origins. The I should know this because it just came out, and I'm just like I don't. Anyway, the Sonic one with like 1, 2, 3 in CD. That one I picked that up. Um, and of course it got like it was like a messed up version. Or, I mean, it's not, just watch the Digital Foundry video. It's not terrible, but it's like, there's alterations and it's got issues, but it's not that bad. Um, let's see what else is there. The Shadowrun stuff that came out. That I played that on Steam. I'm trying to think the specific one. There's a specific one I played that was it's not Returns. I think it's the third one, Dragonfall or Dragon something. That one I played. I got to like the very end, I got stuck. So I basically sometimes like if I play something on Steam and I really like it, I'll get it again on PSN just because right now I don't have access to my PC. But like even if I do, right, it's like I'm more likely to play something when it's on console than if it's on PC, or I just prefer to play on console. So it's like if I really like a game or if I like it and I'm like, okay, I didn't finish it, or I'd like to play it more, like XCOM, Shadowrun, Thronebreaker. I have it on my wish list right now. So like when that goes on sale again, just because I'm like waiting to play it. So that. And the controls are kind of weird. We have to like constantly hold down the mouse or click because it's a isometric style. But yeah, it's like stuff like that where it's just like I prefer the controller versus the mouse and keyboard. So it's like sometimes I do that. But I mean, I probably won't get around to playing anytime soon. But it is like a thing. Also, apparently Blade Runner Enhanced Edition, which I haven't played, but I saw that dropped on PSN, so I almost picked it up. It's like $10, so it's like I was like, man. But then I was like, eh. I mean, I currently don't have any money in my PSN wallet, so I'm waiting for Stray in July. See, I'm already getting like off topic. I'm talking about like stuff that's coming out. I'm not even talking about stuff I'm playing. But yeah, Sonic Origins, Final Fantasy 14, Star Ocean. Those are like three of the most likely things to be played and then put on the channel this month. I'm sorry, in July since it's in the June. But trying to think of anything else. I've been playing a lot of Gwent, but I'm not gonna do any any of that stuff. Or there's no reason for me to like put up a video on the channel that because I already have it. And then I'm really looking forward to that single player version of Gwent that they were talking about. So I'm hoping you carry stuff over because I've actually like paid for some microtransactions in the game. Only the journey stuff, like the characters that you get for the journey. So I've got Geralt and Ciri so far, and then they did say that they're gonna like or they're going through like all of them again. So as they release them, I'll pick them up. Because there's like Trish, Yennefer, Alazar, Regis. I think Dandelion too, maybe. But that's at least Trish, Yennefer, Alazar, Regis, Dandelion. So that's at least 5. So, but yeah, that game. I mean, it's whatever. I like right now playing it. There's an expansion that's about to come out, but like the meta is just it's annoying. I play it and I'm just like you see the same stuff over and over, and it's just like I'm not really enjoying it. I'm just playing it to. I like playing it. It's just like unfortunately it is like a PvP only game, so it's like you're playing against somebody else's deck, but then you see a bunch the same cards all the time because it's like, oh, people only use the meta, so it's like, oh, this is whatever. So it's whatever. But trying to unlock a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of cool unlocks. Whatever. I that's a whole other can of worms as far as like when I just like the idea that it's like a or I never played a game. Well, first I played like the card game in the game Witcher 3. I just like I like the idea of like every card is basically based from that universe. So I'd never played a game like that. That was a card game based on something else. But well, I don't usually play card games. There's that too. So because I know there's like a Final Fantasy one, and then I've never played Magic that's like based off of. Well, that's not based off anything I'm like familiar with. So there's that. Um, there's only two I can think of off the top of my head. So I mean I think there's a Lord of the Rings one actually, but or the adventure game anyway. I'm not sure if it's actually an actual card game, but so I keep, yeah, I always wanted to like boot that up and check it out, but it's like I just haven't gotten around to it. Um, yeah. All right. Well, let's say that's the top three games for candidates of like being streamed and put on the channel. Well, I mean, Fall Guys got a new update, so that's free to play now. So I've been playing that. I don't know, man. I don't really plan on streaming it because it is just like a here's a season pass or battle pass, and then like level up your ranks, get to the end, play forever. It's like there's no like real point there. There's no story. There's no lore. I mean, there kind of is like weird stuff that they tweeted out on Twitter, but it's like I'm not whatever, dude. I'm not gonna worry about it. A Summer Game Fest happened. That's not really related, but that is kind of man, that kind of just like imploded my expectations for the year because it seems like there's not really anything big for the rest of the year unless Ragnarok gets announced. I mean, I keep having to like say this, but it's like I know we got Gran Turismo and Horizon, but it's like but that's the thing. Like, but it doesn't bother me that we already got like the heavy hitters because that seems to be like PlayStation's thing. Is like first quarter they'll put out their first party stuff, and then just like they're not really trying to get in the way in the fourth quarter or just like be in contention in the fourth quarter to have to try and compete with like everything else that comes out. Like, cause there's like it seems like October I believe is like got a ton of games, but right now for me there's not really a lot on my I can pull it up real quick on my effing actually I'm not sure how to pull it out. I'm loading up the PlayStation app because I'm trying to like see effing what's on my wish list here. But pretty sure there's not a lot of stuff for me that's the rest of the year. So, cause all right, I'll go down the list here. Okay, Capcom Fighting Collection that came out, but I'm not paying $40 for that. I'm waiting for a sale. I do want to get that eventually though. Valkyrie Elysium. So waiting for that. More details on that. Yeah, I saw Star Ocean this October, but after my time with Lost Hope, I'm just like I played Integrity and Faithlessness. I played one of the PSP versions. Haven't played Till the End of Time or effing the PS1 version. I can't even Second Story. Is it Second Story? But yes, the PS1's like PS1 version is like the one when Eric Gushes all over. But I played like I said, Integrity and Faithlessness is one of the PSP versions, but like it just I play it and it's just like it doesn't grab me. And then I'm playing Lost Hope and I'm just like not really enjoying it, and I'm just like so Star Ocean kind of just got like lowered a tier for me personally. It's just like D tier. It's like not even average. It's like combat's not bad, but it's not like it's like it's like nothing above average. It's just like middle of the road. Story, nothing there grabbing me. Characters, nothing to write home about. So it's just like what, I've played a few of these and they just don't really unless you're just like really starving for a JRPG and like some of those systems and to play something like that, it's like I don't really feel like it's something to really look forward to. What else is on here? Yuden Chronicle Rising, that's on Game Pass. Okay, so Game Pass, I did get the 3 months for $1 yesterday, so I'll be having that for a while. I also actually I got a Xbox 360 off of eBay. Long story short, I was browsing the backwards compatible section on um my Xbox Series S, but it's not really that, there's not a lot there. It's just like it's not as robust of a library as you would think it is. And then I was like, I was at some point I had my 360 hooked up, but there's like I have like no hard drive space on it, so it's like eh. And then I saw a YouTube video of I think modern vintage gamer MVG, and then it was about the Xbox 360e model, which is like basically the model before the Xbox One released, and it's got like the cooling in it. It won't red ring 'cause it's got like the best cooling and stuff for that, and then also it's got like a ton of storage. The different versions, it's got like, well, I mean the ones that like came out when that one came out. Because like one has like 4 gigabytes, one's got like 200 gigabytes, one's got like 500 gigabytes. I got the 500 gigabyte model. It was like I got it for like $90 off eBay, so that was like an awesome deal. And it came with like a $50. Yeah, it came with some stuff too. Like the person that sold it to me, so I had like a month of gold, which got turned into like a month of Game Pass. So I got an extra month, so that's cool. And like a $50 a Microsoft Store code, which I'm gonna use on Final Fantasy 13 because you can actually, dude, I'm just thinking of like PlayStation Plus right now and like the whole backwards compatibility. It's yeah, whatever. I only have Essential. I haven't upgraded to Premium or I can never think of I always forget like the other ones. Whatever the top two, those ones. It's like whatever. I'm not worried about it. I got enough to play, so it's like whatever, dude. Um, what else is there? But yeah, basically Final Fantasy 13, 13 2, and Lightning Returns are on there. Um, and they get discounted pretty steeply every now and then. So I'm just gonna wait for that and then get those. I picked up Witcher 2 as well. It was like super cheap, like less than $10. I already had it on PC, but like I said, I don't have access to my PC, so I can play that and stream it. I mean, I'm not putting it on like the list yet because I'll get to it eventually. Um, Man, there's a bunch of games I want to play and like stream and stuff, but it's just like right now it's like once I get through Star Ocean, I can go back to Game Pass, and then all the stuff on there I was gonna play, go through that because there's a few games I've got. I mean, the stuff I have on there I had already downloaded before I unsubscribed, so it's still on my Xbox. It's just I haven't got around to playing it. Oh man, I was talking about Summer Game Fest, and now I'm talking about. Okay, it's whatever, dude. I'm sorry. This is like I don't like on my outline. I have yet to like. I just have. Ooh, jeez. I don't have like anything on here outside of like the topics. So it's like, I that's my bad. I guess I should just finally next month, for like the first time in like a long time, actually have like, segment, and then like the stuff that I'm talking about, and then that way I don't like get off track here. But it's more fun for me this way, just like go off the top of my head. But yeah, like I was saying about Eden Chronicle Rising, that's a game I do have on my wishlist on PSN, but it's also on Game Pass, so I'll probably play it on there, possibly stream it. We'll see. All right, and then we've got some. Okay, so now I'm at the point on my list where I've got stuff that's actually not out yet. That's just announced. So we've got Final Fantasy 16. Hold on, let me get that closer. Final Fantasy 16. Resident Evil 2 remake. Well, I don't know why it's not why it's not focusing in on that. Anyway, I'll just read it off here. So Final Fantasy 16, that's next summer, unless it gets delayed. Resident Evil 4, I believe, is in, was it January or March? The trailer said what day it was, but well, Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm picking that up. I love Resident Evil 4, so I mean I'm also on the side of like I don't think it needed to be remade, but it's like it's not so much that I don't think it needed to be remade. It's like I don't think it like I don't like, to me it didn't have like the priority above like stuff that could have been remade, that could have been remade. That's not as, or that's older than 4. So it's like Code Veronica X. I guess really only Code Veronica X really, because like that's before 4, and then you're just like 4, 5, 6, and then there's spin-off games, but It's like if they're not, they haven't done any spin-off games yet, so it's like there's no precedent to be like, oh man, I can't wait for Outbreak, or I can't wait for Dead Aim. So if they remake them, they remake them. If not, no big deal. Because I actually didn't really play any of the spin-offs. I have some of them, but I didn't play them like thoroughly. So, but the remake 5, that's crazy because that's a PS3 360 game. So it's like, I mean, I guess it's not crazy. It's just that'd be surprising. Because like honestly, I wouldn't mind it. Like when I look at, because when I look at like that one, I wouldn't mind just because it's kind of janky. And then when when they're remaking the ones that they're remaking now, they're basically just like taking them as they were, and then they're like they just look like a reskin in the current game engine of like the old games. I mean, at least for 2 and 3, because but like the thing with 3, right, is that the scenario is different, so it's not a 1-to-1 remake, which is, I don't know, dude. I kind of go back and forth on that. Like, do I want a 1-to-1, or do I want like something new and different, like Final Fantasy 7 remake or Resident Evil 3? I kind of think I do just prefer the 1-to-one. That way they're not messing with anything. It's like it's like as the developer intended in their original vision, and like they don't run the risk of like ruining stuff. Kind of like Twin Snakes, like Twin Snakes when they remade that for GameCube. It's pretty much the same game, just better graphics, and then some like liberties taken on on the cutscenes. But and in my opinion, it's for the better because it's more cinematic and more, or not cinematic, but like just like the action sequences are more like modernized, and like special effects stuff that they put in with bullet time. So I thought that's cool. So it's like I think I do prefer the 1-to-1. But then like the problem with that, right, is like depending on how old the game is, it's like if it's a PS1 or earlier, it's like okay, cool, I'll probably pick it up and play it. PS2 also probably, just because visually it's gonna look a lot better. 360, PS3, and moving forward, it's like it's like yeah, like that's like the problem with Last of Us Part One, right? Is like for me anyway, it's like I have that game. I played it on PS3 when it came out. PS4 remastered, I played. I feel like there's no reason for me to play that game again. So, or not. There's no reason to play it again. It's just like there's no reason to play the remake, because it's like okay, right, I already know what happens. I played it, before. Like narratively, story wise, nothing's gonna change. It's just gonna be a visual upgrade. And then like I look at the visual upgrade, I'm like, okay, it looks good, but it doesn't look $70 good. So I'll just wait on that one for like a sell, because like I said, it's like okay, I know what happens to Joel. I know what happens to Ellie. I know what happens in their little story of going from Boston to, not gonna say where because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it, but yeah, their journey through the America, through the America, through the United States. And I don't know. I also did. I mean, it's not like I disliked Last of Us 2. It's just I I have qualms about the way stuff went down at the end, and then I like, even though overall I enjoyed it, it's just yeah, too much. Like narratively, I just didn't enjoy it as much as, and story wise didn't enjoy it as much as first part one. So anywho, so I'm kind of like, and they left a sequel hook in, but then I was like, I don't really think this needs to be addressed in another game, but it's like whatever. And then they have like a standalone multiplayer game, so it's just like whenever they get back to Uncharted, I'll be happy, because I don't know, I'm not, I'm just yeah. Last of Us 2 is just a bit too brutal for me. I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, it's just like too much brutality without like any type of like uh purposefulness to like why is this happening, or it's just, or like it was there, it just wasn't like, it didn't meet the, I don't know, it's just, man, that game is just, yeah, anyway, or just like made it to me be like, okay, this is the universe of The Last of Us, but then it kind of is like not really one I you know care to stick around in, because oof, man, everybody, they're all killers and they're all terrible, so it's like kind of put me off. All right, so yeah, Final Fantasy 16 next summer, Resident Evil 4 beginning of next year, God of War Ragnarok. Well, that's hasn't been announced. The other two are like they got release dates at Summer Game Fest. So, or it's been announced, but Ragnarok, we'll see if it gets release date this year. If not, it's obviously next year, because they said it was 2020. Did they say 2021 when they first showed it, and then it got delayed? I'd have to go back and look at the trailer, but yeah. So whatever. And then also it's like, didn't I believe it was like a supposed to be like a smaller scale game in the same style of Lost Legacy, the Uncharted spin-off, or would that be a spin-off or side game, or like not like a proper sequel, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. Dio Field Chronicles got announced its state of play a while ago, the same time as Valkyrie, but there's no release date still. So, but that being said, that was the one where it's like every game had like a 2022 release date, but there wasn't like a proper release date, like a month and a day. So it's this year. Is it October, November? But then I imagine it's not October since that's Star Ocean. So I mean, we'll see. Square Enix, will they put out games in the same month? Because that's it's like, yeah, do they want their games to succeed, or do they just gonna, like, be like, throw it in some random month and be like, all right, it's coming out this year. Square Enix, man. All right. And Stray, it's weird because like on here it says announced, but we know it's in July, so that's next month. I already said that. So, but yeah, when that game does come out, I will play it and stream it. So that's definitely something that's day one coming to the channel, because have not had a lot of that lately. I did, because oh yeah, okay. So besides Sonic, I did in Shadowrun. My brain just like remembered. I did pick up Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. I could play through that because it's not that long, and then put on channel. Which I just haven't. So eventually. I think that might be it for stuff that's, what are they saying, this year or next year, just like announced but no release date. So yeah. I believe it is, 'cause I'm going down here and I don't see much new. Also, Chrono Cross, was that always $20? Because I feel like I should have picked that up when it came out if it was. But I mean, that being said, I'm glad I passed, because we all saw what happened to the the revisions that they made, and the butchering of that game. That seems to be everything. It's funny too, because like on my Xbox Series S, I have stuff on my wish list, but it's all retro stuff, or it's all backwards compatible, I believe. Because I just went through the backwards compatible section, and I was like, okay, what do I want? Because everything's first party is in Game Pass, so it's like I didn't buy it. And then third party stuff's on PSN, so I'll just play it there, or I could play it there if it's on Game Pass. I'll play it there and not have to pay for it. So, which is funny because I was I was looking through it, and then effing I guess it's not always the case, right? Because until I get a Series X, it's like I'm gonna be playing a compromised version, because Guardians was on there, and I was like, man, I could have played Guardians without having to pay for it if I would just resubscribe for Game Pass for like another month, but whatever. So. But I can go back and play it whenever, instead of having to be locked into Game Pass if I ever want to play it again. So there's that too. But yeah, on the most recent Digital Foundry podcast, I don't know what it's called. There's I think it's like episode 68, 67, something like that. John Linneman makes a good point though about for this console generation, there's a high probability of a bunch of people that just subscribe to Game Pass or the PlayStation Plus premium, whatever the top tier is, with all the games that let you just stream it on demand, or not stream it, play it on demand, unless you're playing the PS3 games, but that's beside the point because I'm talking about current gen. So it's you could go through this entire console generation, play a bunch of stuff, but then you don't actually own those games. So it's in the future, if you ever want to go back and revisit stuff, you won't be. There's a possibility you won't be able to if it's been delisted, or whatever the situation is with that game. So I thought that was a good point he made. But that being said, not everybody. I'm not even sure if the majority of people do that, because I know for me, I like retro games. I like to go back and play old stuff every now and then. So it's that appeals to me, that aspect of gaming. But I'm not sure if that's something that is how. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm very interested to see how that plays out and how it affects things. But yeah. Moving right along, that was playthroughs and streams. a very scatterbrained approach to playthroughs and streams, because that's the stuff that's like I said. So let me just recap. So Final Fantasy 14, Star Ocean, Shadowrun, Sonic, Turtles. So yeah, and then if I get through all that stuff, just anything that's short, because I'm having issues finding time to play stuff, because it's when I went back to working, it's all this I was watching a bunch of YouTube stuff every day and trying to fit that in, but then I have no time, and it's okay, well, it's I'm still trying to get it all figured out as far as getting my time situated, But then it's like I'm supposed to have 3 days off, but then like if I have mandatory overtime, which I've had for like the last 3 weeks, I only have two. So it's just like without that third day, it just really f's up my time as far as like trying to. I'm trying to like look at all these YouTube videos, but then I don't really have a lot of time to game. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but it's like I'm just trying to figure it out because I prefer to play like 6 to 12 hours straight, right? So it's like if I'm not playing 6 to 12 hours straight, I'm kind of like just like okay, whatever, and then just don't really mess with it. So dang, I should have something. I am gonna subscribe to Netflix probably next month too, because I want to watch the Stranger Things part 1 and 2, because I was waiting for that, and then the rest of Cobra Kai. So I don't know. Whatever. We'll see what happens. But yeah, my time management is being put to the test right now. Uh, I mean, I did put some Gran Turismo videos up, but I don't know, dude. I did say I f that game, so I probably need to just like not come back to it. And then like the couple updates that they've had, they haven't really addressed a lot of the stuff, so it just makes me more angry. But then I keep playing it and like putting up videos of it, but I need to just. I did say like I was not going to cover that game or talk about it anymore, so this last time, unless they completely fix the game and like address all the stuff that's wrong with it, I'm gonna mention that game, and I'm gonna try not to put up any more videos of it because I don't want to like. But that's the thing is like, well, I guess that yeah, it's like if they get views, which they're not, then it's like I'll do it. But then since they're not, it's like okay, cool, just like let it die. And then I do like I'm running out of space on my hard drive for my PS5, so it's like I would definitely enjoy deleting it to save the space. Oh, actually, what happened was I got that $10 upgrade on GTA 5. I said I wasn't going to, but it's like it was like the last day, and I was like, well, I probably want to revisit this before 6 comes out, whenever it does. So I just did that on a whim, and I've been logging in every day, like to spin the lucky spin wheel at the casino to try to get the car. But then the car updates, and now it's like a crappy car that I don't really want. But it's like, as long as I get the car, I'll just delete it, and then because it's like a 100 GB game, and then to have like a nice car in that game. But I do want to play all the. There's like a story line for like the street racing. I kind of want to play that on stream and then put it on the channel. But then Rockstar's pretty strict with their content ID and like what they allow. So I might not be able to. So I might do like one stream, see if I can upload it and like not have any issues as far as any demonetization or what gets claimed by Rockstar. And then also like I haven't figured out like how to like mute the audio of other players in that game, because it's just like, dude, I don't want to hear. It's really like, yeah, it's just whatever. I go back and like that game is just like not really well, like it hasn't been had like a lot of quality of life increases and features implemented. And like you go back and play it and you feel like you're going back in time to when like everybody has like an open mic, and it's like, dude, I don't want to have that experience when I'm playing this game. And it's like I can like mute myself, and then like but I'm still hearing other people, so it's like, can I not have the stupid effing like mosh pit road rage experience when I play this game of like having to hear everybody all the time? That'd be nice. Um well, it's almost 30 minutes on playthroughs and streams, so I guess I'll move on. I'm trying to think, do I have anything else to add? I mean, because in my brain I'm like, well, I kind of want to talk about what I've been playing, but it's like I haven't been playing anything besides, like I said, Gwent and Gran Turismo. Just the daily races, not anything substantial. I don't think I have actually. So, cause I just got back on the on Game Pass. So I haven't continued any of that stuff. And then my 360, I haven't. Oh, the other reason I got the 360 because it has a hard. So like I said, it has like a giant hard drive, so I want to put all my digital games on one console, and then also be able to like install all my 360 games in like, because that way they like run better with like the installs and the install, and still have space left over. Because I'm like I'm probably not gonna pick up any games from like the actual store on there, but like if I want to, because there's still, yeah, it's like really interesting to like go back on, like go on there and like see you can still play some of the stuff, or it's like it's just more easily accessible, or it just feels like a better. It's definitely like a better. The store is not as performance wise. The store does not, it doesn't drag like the PSN store on PS3. So it's like if I want to go back and access some stuff from a couple generations ago, it's a lot easier. I mean, yeah, there's PC too, but like I said, I don't have access to my PC right now. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to when I can finally like get a gaming PC proper. And then, but for me, it's like I'm not playing anything current gen. It's all gonna be like PS4, Xbox One, or probably PS3, 360 era, and like backwards. Like I'm not trying to get like a like modern gaming PC, or I mean it will be like a modern gaming PC, but it's like I'm not gonna play any like the modern games on it unless it's PC exclusive, which doesn't really exist very often. So, or just for the most part, most part, I'm usually playing on console, like I said, anyway. So I just want something that like is performance wise, I don't have to worry about it every time I, go to play something. And then also because it'll be like, so much more beefier than like the one I have now that like runs PC 360 stuff. I can probably like stream stuff without any type of substantial performance issues. So yeah. But yeah, playthroughs and streams, that's that. As far as vlogs go, not working on any new vlogs. I mean that yeah, so before we continue, the rest of this stuff I'm probably not working on anything. It's really just like playthroughs and streams right now. Everything else is like not a focus on the channel. Like vlogs, no vlog series, really that I'm working on or yeah. It's like after I started my job, everything just basically just got it's like hit by a train essentially because it's like okay, well, I'll still be playing stuff and streaming stuff, but anything else is basically sidelined because until I get back to the or get back to before I get before I get used to being back in the grind every day and stuff. So until I get used to that and get everything, get all my routines down as far as like what I'm doing all the time. I mean, I've had like over a month, so I should be whatever. I mean, that being said, I wasn't working any vlogs anyway, so it's whatever. How to DIY and other stuff. Also, nothing to report there because it's all gaming all the time lately. When I have time, not really, because I haven't finished Ocean, so there's that. Changes the stuff on the channel, and I still haven't made the new channel trailer, so yeah. Well, I guess. Oh, hold up, dude. Is there a thing? Okay, videos. Well, I guess they're like circle background reviews I'm working on. I do want to eventually have like a channel trailer for my Twitch, even though it's not a YouTube related thing. But, but yeah, like I said, last time when I finally get to 2,000 subs, Renegade playthrough stream on YouTube. So that's happening. And I think also once I get 2,000 subs, I'm just gonna focus on streaming on YouTube because I've been trying on Twitch and it just hasn't happened. So I think at some point I do want to like try streaming on YouTube to see if I get more viewers, but which I probably will. But like that ecosystem is just it's not working. Like I can't figure it out. So it's like I mean I won't delete my account or anything, but it's like it's just annoying because it's just like man, it's like I got to 99 followers. I'm like oh man I'm almost at 100, and I can't even break through 100 followers on that either. So it's just like man, just I feel like no matter how hard I try on that, it's just like not working. So. So eventually I probably will just like roll up the tent and then yeah. So yeah. Man, I have IRL stuff on here and it's basically back from 2020 when I was sheltering in place. It's like man, that was such a long time ago. Um, yeah, but IRL. All right, so IRL. Stuff is going better. And then next month, the improvements should be, visible on the channel. I'm not going to give too much away there. Or not on the channel, on the channel taken. So look forward to that. I'm not going to, it's a nice little tease. I'm not going to say anything specific. I mean, that being said, the whole Roe v. Wade thing, yeah. Yeah, it's really there's like so much existential dread right now. It's just like bleh, all the time. So it's just like just it's just yeah. It's just like okay, well, it'd be great. Like yeah, it's just yeah. Hard to put into words. 'Cause it's like when I'm just like thinking about things or I'm not doing the stuff and I'm thinking, I'm just like yeah, wouldn't it be great if. Or I guess I'll sum it up as this. I was thinking the other day as like, it's not the worst time to be alive, but it's definitely not the best. Because, in the olden times with like plagues and wars and just like, if your team was a losing team in that war, you'd probably getting genocided out of existence. And it's like, okay, well, it's not that brutal and that bad, but also it's like the regression as far as like you have to very specifically put it in the United States anyway, how you have one of the major political parties, because it's two in a duopoly of a two-party system, that wants to basically just, you know, they're they have no real ideas or things to policies going forward to be like how are we going to improve everybody's like quality of life. It's all about eh let's just get rid of it. Let's just scrap it. It's like, I mean, like go back to like if in the last administration, it's like what, like they had the tax cuts for the rich, and then like they were going to like, and they would have if not for John McCain's thumbs down, they would have gotten rid of effing healthcare. That's kind of okay, but it's better than nothing. So it's like that would have got ripped up and thrown in the trash. Um, and then effing, let's see, there's that. And then we've got, the abortion thing that just got rid of, and that's about to be like that's possibly a federal ban going forward if stuff doesn't work. Or who knows? Yeah, like if they take power again, that's happening. So it's like we've got the illusion of that. They want to get rid of the ACA or healthcare. They have no plan to replace it though. Let's see. There's all these like trans rights things they're trying to like get rid of, and then also like well, I guess point three should be because of what happened with Roe v. Wade. They've got all this stuff like on the menu, and like yeah, it is definitely on the menu for them as far as gay marriage, interracial marriage. Uh, I can't remember that. Contraception, because it's not. Yeah, because like that was the thing, right? Is like because it's not in the Constitution, because it's not amended into the Constitution, and it's just like a legal law, whatever. It's binding, but it's not like a law of the land written in the Constitution, to where it's like an amendment, to where it's like, haha, this is the law of the land, which is some BS. But that's a whole other can of worms. It's like, oh, okay, they can just like get rid of it, or just like put it back down to the states, and then like have half the states that don't have it, and then some that do, and it's like, what? Yeah, it's like let's just roll back these things and get rid of these things, as opposed to like have policies that would increase the quality of life for everybody that lives here and make it a better place. But no, no, we're evil and we're just Republicans and the GOP, and that's how we roll. And it's like we don't really care. It's all about power and yeah, taking it by any way we can, because it's like who cares if we don't win the popular vote and we still win the presidency? Let's put all these, or let's get our Supreme Court justices in, and then even though we aren't really the majority, or in the majority, or have the majority opinion for like most of the people that live in the country of most of these policies and laws, it's like, oh, but we can still mandate things and have things struck down, and yeah. So that's that. Oh, I did actually last time I did say something about like it was gonna be an explosive summer, but man, it's like, I mean, the way things were going, because we had like mass shootings every effing day, every week. It was like, okay, is this gonna be like a Summer of Sam every day, every week type of situation? Because it's like, dude, like there's like the Summer of Sam returns, and like, but it's actually like every day, week. Um, which could still happen, because gun laws in this country are trash. Uh, but yeah, it's like, okay, that kind of cooled off, but it's like that it didn't go away, and then effing whatever. It's and they passed like the gun uh stuff, but it's like it didn't raise the like age limit, and it's whatever. It's not or in my opinion, it's not adequate. So whatever, dude. Um, what else is there? I mean, there's probably a bunch of stuff I don't. Man, this is definitely a section where I like should definitely like go back and like redo my notes on my IRL things that's still on effing sheltering in place from 2020. Ugh, whatever, dude. It's yeah, or just like I said a couple months ago, it's like it's all bad all the time still. So that sucks, but whatever. Actually, it's funny. It makes me think of during the Summer Game Fest when Yoshi P introed the Final Fantasy 16 trailer. He said something about like, but he was referencing COVID, I think. But then, well, I guess like even beyond COVID, also probably like the war in Ukraine, right, with like Russia, and he's like, in these dark times, we can still give people what was it, hope or like happiness through games or something? And I was like, man, that's depressing. But yeah, the effing Ukraine thing, dude, that's still going on, and like effing whatever. It's that's a whole other can of worms because it's like the escalation as far as like you know um crap. I my brain is like not going to get this right, but I believe it was like oh the two countries that joined or like about to join, right? Because Turkey is like okay, cool, we'll let you in, but just expel all these all these journalists and call them terrorists. Was it Sweden and Denmark or was it? It doesn't matter. It's just like the escalation in that region is like keeps going up, and then like also if you look at like the mall missile thing, it's like just I don't like what I don't get is like why like every other country doesn't just like severely like ratchet up their sanctions to 100% and then like completely starve them economically, but then I mean, yeah, you have like normal everyday citizens that would suffer, but it's like I don't see why that hasn't like gotten to that level when like they are just targeting civilians. Like at plain as day, it's like okay, they're not even like hitting military targets. I mean, or just like on top of that, they're also killing civilians. It's like, you know, does genocide not matter? Like, does it not get punished? Is like, yeah, like this whole like time era span, whatever this era that we're in right now or whatever, just it's just like to me it's just like a very concrete like bureaucracies do not work and just like or they do but it's just like not when you need them to and it's like not to the level that you need them to. It's just like okay, well like you and NATO should be able to do something right or the like the war crime tribunals that like do stuff when people kill civilians should shouldn't this be a thing? No, okay, whatever. um so yeah, that's effing IRL section because it kind of sucks all the time now. In real life, which is what IRL stands for. Because when you're not in the virtual realm of the simulacra of pixels and polygons, just having a fun time doing whatever, it's like, oh well, now I'm just walking around, and when I'm walking around, it's pretty dangerous and wild out here. Anything could happen, and I don't feel safe or secure. So doesn't that suck? And it's like, yeah, it does suck. And it's like, wouldn't it be great if if I could get out of the country? But work visas not the easiest get out of the effing country. Anyway, that's the whole. All right, we're done with Tekken. Um, I did over the course of the quarantine time start watching AEW and WWE, so I might be start making videos about that stuff, but then maybe not. I don't know, dude. Like I like since I got back to work, I can't even watch like stuff on well, I'm off when I'm off on my 3 days. It's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so it's like I would rather watch SmackDown than Raw. But then I think I'm done with WWE. That's a whole other can of worms. Um, AEW I'll keep watching, but it's like I don't know, man. I'm not sure how much longer because it's just like I feel like if I stop watching it, right, I like get the time back that I could be doing other stuff. But it's like it is entertaining and I do enjoy it. But it's like I don't know. It's just yeah. I think because like yeah, I think I would just go back to like just all games all the time because that's why I'm just like I'm not even subscribed to Netflix. I'm like, do I really want to resubscribe? But it's like I do want to see Stranger Things parts 1 and 2, and then before it gets spoiled for sure for me online, and then I just want to yeah. But then it's yeah, and Cobra Kai and Tiger King season 2, but there's not really a lot there, so I should be able to like watch stuff I want to watch and then just like return or unsubscribe. Anyway, that's an aside. But yeah, uh, I almost went into another tangent as far as like, oh, I'm employed now, so I can afford to do stuff because I got money. And then streaming services do make it pretty cheap. But yeah, that is it for China Tekken. I think I do need to like legit make like a second like weekly like vlog thing or something because it's like this like look at the bloated time on this. It's 45 minutes. It's like dude, this doesn't need to be 45 minutes every effing month. But then I guess it's like a monthly video, right? It's like if stuff like it encapsulates the entire month, it's gonna go long. So it makes sense. But it's like it wasn't always this way. I think it just I have better outlines on my stuff probably. Anywho, that's every time I'm taken. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends or not. That's cool too. And then click the bell down below or not, whatever. I don't even remember my outro. I say the same thing all the time. Like, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends or not. That's cool too, I believe. I just added the bell thing this time because it's like I see it all the time in the other videos, but it's like I don't use the bell on anybody's videos. I don't think. Um, and then actually, well, I guess F it. I'm still recording, so it's like I did have some of the stuff on my channel set to like private or like whatever, but it's like I'm gonna like have it all be public. It's just like what, you want the full tech experience? Here you go, boom, and then just like I don't even know like why I did that now. Why? Well, I do know, but it's like, I don't care. It's just like whatever. I guess I'll talk about that next time, right? or I guess that's something to talk about next time. Man, the gears are spinning all the time. Every time like I'm at the end, I'm like, am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting anything? But that's everything. I believe I put the links to all my stuff at the bottom. I don't think that link to Discord is right. I think it's messed up. I don't know how to Discord, man. I want to eventually get a Discord channel going. That just seems like too much work though. It's just like to manage a whole like effing Discord. What are they called? Channels or Discord, whatever. Anyway, because I have a Steam group, but I never use Steam. Or for like a long time, I wasn't using Steam, and then I put it on my laptop, and I was like, oh, I can actually use it, and I played Gwent. I was like, oh, it runs. So whatever, man. Micromanagement, not my cup of tea. But at least not in video games. But yeah, okay. I'm ending the video now. I'm rambling on, so until you hear from or see from me again, thanks for watching, and I am now signing off.